A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you can see right there that these two teams have split the first two games of the series. So essentially, that makes this a 3-game series. And that means that winning this game is huge.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Kansas City Royals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Steve, what do these guys need to do to get a win in this one?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone. Move guys along when the situation calls for it. Play the game.
Yordano Ventura gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he didn't finish what he started, but he did throw a strong 8 innings, got his ball club to win.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Billy Burns covers all kinds of ground in the outfield. Got as much speed as anybody out there, and that allows him to make some ridiculous catches. He's a key asset on this defense.
Adam Eaton heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Adam Eaton.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. Ventura has his target. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk. Pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
Hit to short. Escobar fields it cleanly, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Even though that's a hittable pitch, you've got to know your role up there. You've got a 3-0 count leading off the ball game. You've got great hitters coming up behind you. Get on base and let them get you home. Instead, he just gets himself out here.
Settling in now, Melky Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. Well, and that can really upset the hitter sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Jose Abreu gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kane is under it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the White Sox. It's the White Sox nothing, Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And with that, the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Chris Sale will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, what's real special about his fastball is the late movement. Has a lot of running action and will really eat up the hitters.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, we all know the Todd father from the home run hitting contest. The guy has as much power as anybody in the game, but he's also a Gold Glove threat. Still a great third baseman with ability to make some outlandish diving stops. Plays one of the most difficult positions as well as anybody in the game. Quick reflexes, ice cold veins. Man, he can play.
Hit hard to short. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Stepping in now, Billy Burns. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and that'll be in time as a perfect strike to second from Navarro gets his man.
Well, he did a good job to get on base with the leadoff single, but then he got a little greedy here on the first pitch, and they throw him out pretty easily at second base.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number 2. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Kendrys Morales gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, I think these guys come into this game 3 feeling pretty darn good about where things stand. You know the old saying, you're going to take a split on the road if you can get it. So like we like to say, they've got that home field advantage now. And they've been a pretty good team here all season long, so the opportunity is definitely there.
2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score here on the show. Todd Frazier makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Lifted into center field. Kane moving to his left. 1 away.
Batting fifth, catcher, Deoner Navarro.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. Ventura's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro, 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Brett Laurie into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Burns is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Eric Hosmer will take his cuts now. And a guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And he doesn't get much on the swing here as this is pulled down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Stepping in, Alex Gordon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and one, here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Avisail Garcia will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Ventura into the windup. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and Jackson's retired. 2 away now.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Tyler Saladino will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Burns is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Mike Moustakas digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
For the Royals, third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
And that misses 2-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Lowry's there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitchers are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Ready now, Christian Colon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Lays off 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Lorenzo Cain stands in. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. A runner on first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. Royals leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Adam Eaton will stand half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Ventura gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Launch to right field and deep. Ranging back is Burns. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. As the White Sox are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Left fielder number 53.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Over to the bag with it is Hosmer, and he'll get the out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Jose Abreu digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. That evens it up 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hot shot to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Todd Frazier.
Striding into the box, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard to the right side. Colon is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Billy Burns is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. One and two now as that one's fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
In a 1-run game like this, just keeping this guy off base is a big development because he can do his damage in a lot of different ways.
Here's Kendrys Morales. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left, and he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play, and they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera's there, and that's the 3rd out. KC down in order. It remains 1-0. DeYoner heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, DeYoner Navarro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce towards the second baseman. Barehanded on the hop. He goes to first. Got him.
Whew, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Standing in now, Brett Lawrie. Now Lawrie swings and hits a high fly ball out to deep left field. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Brett Lawrie. His first homer so far in the series as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Normally, you hope to get a bit of movement when you throw that two-seam fastball, but you can see there, this pitch winds up straight as a string. He just unloads on it there.
So here is Avisail Garcia.
Designated hitter.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Lifted in the air to center field. Kane is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
And now, you know, even though he's given up 2 home runs, he's only down 2-0. I mean, his guys can get that back in no time. And even though he probably doesn't feel too good about things, he's still very much in this ballgame.
Austin Jackson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kane has a read on it. And that ends the inning. But for the Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. Middle of the night from Kauffman Stadium. It's now 2-0 good guys. Alex Gordon will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Sale has his target. First pitch on the way. And he takes ball one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. high and deep to right center field. Eaton going back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a solo shot that time for Alex Gordon. His first homer here in the series, and the Royals have cut the deficit now to 2-1.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One out, nobody on. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Abreu comes up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Alcides Escobar stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
I don't know. That looked like a slider that time, but it was just sort of a cement mixer. It just spun, and he whacked this thing into the gap. No way to run this one down, and he winds up at second with 2 bases.
So striding in, Christian Colon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Out in front of it, strike 1. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Hit hard on the ground to second. Lowry's up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Royals here, and it comes courtesy of this Alex Gordon swing. 5 innings complete, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Tyler Saladino will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
Tyler Saladino.
First offering on its way. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
2-0 pitch on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
Two and two count. Here it comes. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Adam Eaton stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, and he hit a changeup, so we'll see if he sees that pitch again. He didn't really crush it, but he got enough of it to get it out of here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Pulled toward right center field. Kane is after it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Jose Abreu will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
On the move is Eaton. A pitch out, the throw, and even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second.
Oh, man, these are outs that you have to count on getting. You already guessed right, and you pitched out. And even just an average throw at this point is going to nail him at second base. But you can see here, this one's off to the left side of the bag, and by the time he reels it in, that runner's able to slide in there safely.
Line toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They lead it 2-1. Lorenzo Cain will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1 for that man right there. Just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Eaton on the move. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and That's going to wind up a two-base error.
Into the box now, Billy Burns. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Well, obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. Two different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Right side, hit hard. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll put the Brewers at the corners with nobody out.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You've got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Kendrys Morales will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
The first baseman, number 35, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Trying to hold the lead. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
Hard liner toward short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
So stepping in, Alex Gordon, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Salvador Perez steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced.
Moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Laurie is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Royals wind up leaving them loaded. They still trail it here 2-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher set to take over now as the former number 1 overall pick, Luke Hochevar, gets the nod. Todd Frazier will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gordon is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Chicago.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now, you could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Brett Laurie will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-0 delivery. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are two gone now.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave one. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Mike Moustakas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by one. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Sales ready. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cabrera's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
So one gone for the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. Jake Petrichka will get the call now as he'll try to get the final two outs and send this one along into the eighth.
Jake Petrichka.
Alcides Escobar steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Escobar.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Just short, hit hard. In time to first, and there are two away.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Christian Colon.
Christian Colon will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Squared that one up just a little late. slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs. And who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Lorenzo Cain. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Oh, what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second. Plus, you get the go-ahead run on at first base. So if this next guy could follow this single with a gapper or something like that, this game might get turned on its ear.
In now, Billy Burns, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. The throw home. And he is out at the plate. They are denied a chance at tying the ball game here as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Austin Jackson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Jackson.
Hit sharply on the ground. Cologne fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Good guys leading this one on the road here in the 8th as you get a look at our line scored at this point. Tyler Saladino will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Tim Anderson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cologne onto the grass, 2 down.
Yeah, very tough to get on top of a fastball at 96. Even if you miss it by an inch or 2, this is what the result will be, an easy pop-up.
Adam Eaton gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit, and that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Here's Melky Cabrera. On the move is Eaton. Pitch inside the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing here for the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Tim Anderson will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop.
Number 12, Tim Anderson.
Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now
Zach Putnam is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Putnam.
Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Kendrys Morales.
Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series as the Royals have climbed back to tie things at 2.
I think sometimes as a pitcher, as soon as you release the pitch, you have a feeling that you could be in trouble. And that was big trouble right there. Big home run that ties this game up.
Eric Hosmer will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
And once he's seen that you've got a little loop in your swing, he won't be afraid to throw that pitch in a spot like this.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. Here comes the go-ahead run. And a relay home, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
Salvador Perez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And there's the 4th wide one, so now the double play perhaps in order with nobody out.
Third baseman, number 8,
Mike Moustakas will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Matt Albers will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Matt Albers.
Mike Moustakas will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. 1-1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Alcides Escobar is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Back up the middle, that will get through into center field, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 4-2. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out. Christian Colon stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
Cabrera is there. Let's see if they try it. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
Could be a big insurance run right there. You'll take anything you can get at this point, and that pushes a lead up to 3, so he'll be getting some high fives in that dugout.
Into the box, Lorenzo Cain, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Into the box, Billy Burns, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Yeah, he's been patient here with the bases loaded, but he's backed himself into a corner now.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On the ground up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On to the 9th now in Game 3. The Royals lead it 5-2. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. Wade Davis is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Wade Davis.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Melky Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Hit in the air out to center field. Cain moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
And with a 3-run lead here in the ninth, you'd like to make sure that you can take care of that leadoff guy so they don't get anything started right off the bat. So that's a good job to take care of him here for the first out.
Jose Abreu will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
One and one, here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Hosmer is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Todd Frazier makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. There is Escobar. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late game heroics in the bottom of the 8th were what proved to be the difference as they rally back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top 5-2. Good night from Kansas City.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 5 runs.